Good morning. I just thought I'd share the sounds of the birds first thing. It's just a bit too bright out here. So let's just listen. I'll get out of the way. Isn't that just amazing this morning? Absolutely. What a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous morning. Are you still in bed? Get yourself out of bed. It's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, see? Eyes watering before I even start. So, what am I talking about? That you are the light. Did you see how bright that was out there? That's you. What's really funny is that it took me so long to get this that I want to help you get it a lot faster, that you really are the light. So let me tell you a little bit of evidence. So we've got science has shown us that good morning, Emma. So science has shown us that we were made of atoms, but then they went into the atom and found that the only thing that's in an atom is light. It's energy. Wow. Your energy itself, you are the light. You are the light. So here's a little story for you. And this, I hope, really helps you to release something today. So there's this couple and they didn't know that light bulbs existed. So everything was candles. And so they lit everywhere with candles. And so you can imagine at nighttime that it's quite dull, but that was light to them. That was brilliant. Until along comes a salesperson and he goes, "Oh, everybody's doing light bulbs now. Do you want to try the light bulb?" And they're going, "Wow, okay." So he gives them a 10-watt light bulb. And so they put it in, and obviously the electricity is there. They're plugged in. They switch it on and they go, "Oh my goodness. I just switch on the light and the light comes on. Wow. Brilliant." But then the salesman comes back again and he goes, "Oh my goodness, everybody's 10-watt bulbs are so last year. Everybody's using a 40-watt bulb." Wow. Can you imagine the difference? That they now put a 40-watt bulb on before when they had 10. They're like, "Oh my goodness, I need my glasses. That's too bright." But then they get used to it and they get used to their brightness. And then the next thing he comes calling, he goes, "You can have it even brighter than that. You can have a 100-watt bulb." And they're like, "Oh, I don't believe it. Don't believe it." And when they switch it on, they had to switch it off really, really quickly because it was just like too bright. It felt like they were going to explode. But guess what? They got used to it. Take me as your salesperson. Take me as your messenger to go that we're always talking about raising vibrations. So we are the light, okay? We are the energy. Science has shown us that. Your worth over, I think when one of my clients actually calculated it and it was something like 685 billion. That's what the watts of electricity that are inside us. Like, that's incredible. But we don't treat ourselves like that. You don't treat yourself like a billionaire, but you are a billionaire. Like, really. As far as the light energy that's in you, yet you say, "I haven't got any energy." Well, then there you go. You may as well just, you're the 10-watt bulb then, or you're the candle. So how do light bulbs get brighter? They are, well, actually, how do they get duller? Because they were the light. So they had all the light, but then they have to have resistance in them to stop the light from being so bright. Are you following me? They had to have resistance in them to stop the light from being so bright. That's what we do to ourselves. That's what you're doing. You're holding yourself back with resistance. So for all the work that I've done before with vibration and I was trying to be happy, make myself rise, it wasn't about that. It was about letting go of the resistance. Then, like a cork in water, because you're holding yourself under like a cork. And as you let go of that resistance, the cork rises all on its own. Effortless. Effortless. That's you, my beautiful friends. That is you. You can rise effortlessly when we clear the resistance. And what is your resistance? Your story. What stories do you tell yourself? That's your resistance. And even when you've cleared the mental stories, you've got residual energy that's going on, that's in habitual, the 98% of you that's driving results. That's the bit holding the story. But it can be let go. That's what I teach people. So, I mean, if you're ready to let go of your story, book a call with me. The link's up there. I mean, if you're not, enjoy your story, for goodness sake. That's why you're keeping it. It's serving you in some way. And you're absolutely perfect. You choose your story. What story do you choose today? Do you choose to shine like the 100-watt bulb? Or do you choose to keep the resistance and shine like the 10-watt bulb because it's too bright, 100 watts? I mean, imagine if those people went from 10 watts or from candles to 100 watts, then it probably would have been too bright and they'd have run a mile. So we can release our resistance bit by bit so that we can get used to it. What story do you want today? What story would you like? Well, tell it to yourself over and over and over and over again with a smile in your face and joy in your heart. Not to get anything, not to have anything, but for the pure joy of feeling joy. What's that story? What's that story wanting to come out of you? Not for you to think, oh, I'm not worthy. Forget about all that. What we want to do just here is what feels good. What story feels good? And just tell yourself that story. Convince yourself first. And just do it for the pure joy of it. Because if you do it to get something, that's resistance. Because you've already got your light. And you cannot add more force to force. You cannot add more light to light. It's about letting go of the resistance. So I'm just going to go outside and enjoy listening to the birds right now. Got my great shake this morning. By the way, people have asked me, what is this? This is Arbonne, and this is my greens balance in the morning. It's got 37 different vegetables in it in one scoop. Like, I don't know about you, but I'm all about ease, flow, and joy. Now, if I was to go and buy 37 vegetables and then cook them, I'd never be able to eat as much as I need to have the vitamins. And so I do it with a scoop. Ease, flow, and joy. That's what you're looking for. So create your story. Adrian, good. I'm so glad that you needed this too. So what story? What story? Just for the pure joy of it. Just for the pure joy of it. And I promise you, you just feel better for the sake of feeling better. Have the most wonderful, wonderful weekend. And I'll see you next week. See you now.